how we can do the migration to database and perform database seeding. So for this, first I will create it in our PHP we have started the VM server. So this is our VM server. And from here, we can launch the PHP Okay. So after this, when we click on this, we will find out PHP. And here I can create a database. So I will go to database and in the meantime, also I will go to my database file, which is env file. Now this env file will have the parameter, which is we can define the parameter in our file. So which is our config file in our database, and we will see the env file here. And here we can define the database name as it's a books. Okay. So once this is defined, we will also create the database here, and it can. So once that is get created, now here we can see the files which have been created, and now we will connect with all of our database. We will again run PHP Artisan migrate. So then, so this I will see what the products in this coming request statement, bind statement. So this is so database name we need to define here, which is in our file telephone server. And migration folder you'll see. Okay, so main concern is which database we are using and how we can create a fake data, put fake data in that. Okay, so when we go to my data books table, see we can see the migration table is created, and when we put on users table, so we have to put the fake data here now. The migration file will contain the characteristics of data. Now, whichever data we want to put, okay, in books table. Let's say I will click on books table. So this is our user table where we have put the parameter author ID so that we will put the data in our database. So next thing what we have to do is perform the database seeding and controller. So we'll go to our tutorial, and here we can check, we can create a controller. So for before this, we have to run the database seeder in order to create fake data. So as we have created all automatically created the seeder, we can test it once if we have not created. So PHP Artisan make seeder. So this is used to basically manipulate fake data we can create and we can test it. So that's why in Laravel there is a functionality called Laravel's Faker, which is a very useful library for producing the right format of fake data. So this we have created, and now we can create it as a name of a book seeder. So with that, it's already says it's already there. Okay, because we have already created in our last video. So next thing we can see, we can write the code in our database seeds directory. So database, we have seeds directory, seeders. Okay, so this is bookseeder.php. This is our file. Okay, now here we can create a data for which we have to import the library. So we can define it dollar faker. We have written here dollar faker. Now, with the help of faker library, we can directly put it as faker factory, or we can import it in our model as well. So here also we can eliminate, use the eliminate command, and here also we can import the faker. Okay. So see here we have to use first the use of models. Okay, because we are using the file from the model directory. So we will use the function of models. Then we will write books. So in this way, we have created the model directory. Now Here the book seeder will extends the seeder class, and in the help run method we will write here fake factory, and we will create a method here. So once this method gets created, we will define a loop. So we use the for loop for it. Okay. Now when its value is less than 10, so likewise you can create a data of let's say 50 records I have to make of the books. So here I have created a loop up to 50. Now we will create a statement. So for this we have to create the data of 50 records with author, their name of publication. So here we will use it, Faker library. So the same command we will be using, and we will enclose it in a brace. So books colon create. So here we are creating it, and now with the help of this, in this field we will define it, the parameter what we want to create. So I have defined name in our book. Now this we'll be using in our faker class. So faker, the variable which we have defined here under faker library, and here we can define its a sentence. So here it's some error is giving unexpected. Okay, because we don't have to put semicolons here as we are defining multiple fields. If there's a single field, then we can define it. Okay, so moving on to next, now author of book we will define, and with the author of book we will define the variable because it would be creating a fake data for 50 students. And in the same way, we can create name field. Now, next to define, we have defined it in publish underscore date method. So that date method we can call it from here. Here again there is a data. You do not have to put semicolon. Publish date. We will enclose it in a fake variable, faker, and then we can define it in our publish date, faker, and date. Okay. So now we, when our function gets defined, it is our parameter, and in that way, we have defined it command. Now we will again run the command PHP Artisan make seeder to class book seeder. So this will be doing the date, creating a data for 50 students, and that would be in a recorded format or in a right format with proper formatting. So PHP Artisan make seeder and then class name. Which class? So which is our book seeder class. Okay, because we have defined in our seeder file in our database there is a seeder folder, and in this way our class name is book seeder. Okay, so we will write it as book seeder. Okay, this class does not exist, so we have to. Okay, something function is not our database seeder. Okay. Okay, in this class, because books we are forgetting the book serial. Okay, we'll rename the class which is books serial. Books serial. Now this will, okay. Class wheel does not exist. Let's try another command. PHP artisan migrate. Whether we have created a seeder or not. PHP artisan needs seeder. Again, we'll create a seeder. Okay, it's already exist. Now, what we have to do is we have to put the data in it. Okay, so we will again migrate PHP artisan migrate. Let's see what happens. Connection.php prepared statement. Table user already exists. Okay, so while creating a new table, it looks for existence. Now we have to create a book controller. So because see handling the logical part now, because we have to create a controller and then the routes for it. Yes, we have got from the database. Right. Okay, so that part also we have to see on it. Now here when we have defined the function that will be defined in a schema. Okay, and then book seeder we have defined. So class books seeder extension. Okay, let's try them again on this command books seeder. Okay, this class does not exist. Don't know why it is giving it the error because classes exist already. Might be due to syntax error. Some make seeder. Okay, here it says seeder already exists. Now, next thing we will create a controller. Okay, so to handle the business logic, like how, so for this we have to make a controller. So I will clear the screen first and I will go into our terminal. Now here I can write PHP artisan make controller. Okay, so that will create a controller of what book class. Okay, so book controller class will get created here. Now this controller created successfully. Now where you can see the controller, we can see it in HTTP book controller class. Okay, so in this way we can see that our controller gets created in our book controller class, and that will extend the controller. Now we will see here what all logic, business logic you can put in our controller. So for this, what all parameters are there? First is we have to create an index method here in book controller, which is our business logic. Now we have to also import the app models directory. So we will see here after creating controller now how the business logic gets created. That we'll see in our next video. Thank you.